if they believe in Swan Elephant, why wouldn't they as well?
Yeah.
Like, the hero is not picked at all in other regions, but
It
maybe
makes a lot of sense with Elder Titan.
Yeah, it's go-to situational pick against a bunch of units. Like, China was picking it against Nature's Prophet a lot as well. So I'm with you, Black. I was on board with RNG for the first 3 picks. They kind of went off the rails with this PL and Invoker. I'm going Elephant for game number 1.
Yeah, 2. If they picked Drow instead of some melee carry against Titan, would have liked it much better. Elephant.
Yeah, Elephant as well. Give us 3. The Razor pick really did it for me because it closed all the loopholes that Elephant's draft had.
All right, let's see what B-Cup and Lacoste have to think about this draft. G versus Elephant.
Yeah, I'm liking this Sven last. I think it's a very good matchup against the PL. Should be also a favorable matchup on a mid lane. Razor against the Invoker. So, like, just by having these two carry and mid to mid matchups, they have an advantage for sure.
B-Cup, you gonna make it 5 Elephants?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in the Caster's Curse. You know, 5 of us here, 5 of us going Elephant.
For battle.
10 of the players are ready in the game. Let's jump into game number 1.
Yeah, getting into game number 1.
Should be an interesting one. You know, D-Stone's Invoker, something that this guy is really famous for, so I want to see what he can do, even though the matchup for him is not that great. But on the side of RNG, you have these super wombo combo, like these 3 heroes paired up together has been, you know, even if the patch is not good for them, someone will always try to pick it. I believe it was very popular in CIS region a couple of years ago. Darkseer, Nyx Assassin, plus a Disruptor, Vacuum into Static Storm, plus Impale possibly. So they have, like, if you see like one good execution of a team fight, 2-3 man Vacuum, that could potentially change the team fight, maybe even change the game if they can potentially kill the Roshan after that, but we'll have to see. So the lane setup will be Sven plus Red Panda, Elder Titan on the bottom lane, Somnus mid on his Razor, Yang Centaur. Centaur just feels so great. Also him building into Vanguard, most likely upgrading it to Crimson Guard eventually against the PL and the Illusions, but he also needs a hood because there's a ton of magical damage.
Yeah, we've been seeing that a lot. Just the early Vanguard on these Centaurs and then right into the hood. So we'll see if that's the way that he wants to build it. Felix in trouble. Plasma Field's out. Plasma Field coming back in, gets the kill on Felix, and
the
well,
atmosphere
will
is
get first blood.
electric.
It's a good way for him to start. He's been one of those players, I'd say, that I'm only eyeing in Season 2. Didn't exactly have the flashiest of Season 1s. It wasn't the most exciting season from him, and I think so far he's looked pretty good.
Yeah, in the second season he looks much better because the whole team pretty much looks as a team. You know, they felt really disconnecting in Season 1, but they are doing much better. I want to see what the Sven's item build is going to be. Like, this hero doesn't have much sustain against the Darkseer. He's not a life stealer, he's not anti-mage, he's not Juggernaut. So we'll have to see like how much region he needs to bring. Felix bringing 1 healing salve, sorry, Red Panda bringing 1 healing salve to the bottom lane, just to have some extra sustain. This damage over time coming out from the Iron Shell is a bit too much for Sven to sustain.
Yeah, especially once he gets that level 2 in the Iron Shell, then you're adding so much to the lane that makes it potentially really difficult for Eurus. And Felix is just standing right in Eurus' face. Maybe a little bit too far, so the impale out onto Red Panda, who's now hitting him for an extra 63, so use that hammer, briefcase, stapler, whatever you want to call it, to go get some shots out. D-Stone static linked up, pushing him away, and this is when people first were really high on D-Stones, this was the hero they were high on. This is D-Stone's Invoker. Have you seen it? Have you experienced watching that?
Yeah, I remember when we were in China that we played against his Invoker in one game. I believe we lost. Bottom lane, Stomp.
Sleep on to 2, looking after Flyby, trying to get this kill. Just use that impale so he won't be able to keep Flyby alive. Red Panda gets the kill, and it's now 2-0 for Elephant. Still looking pretty clean.
It's a good lane for ET where he's playing into 2 melee heroes, but once they hit like level 3 on the Darkseer, double Iron Shell on both of these heroes, they could potentially run him down. But I like his item build. He has a Fairy Fire, Magic Stick, a lot of sustain already, so might not be that easy to bring him down. You talked about the Invoker. He's sitting at 9 CS, Razor 12. It's also Quasvex Invoker, so he doesn't have that much damage. And also Razor is stealing your damage, so it could be a bit problematic.
Super going down. FY getting the kill there up top. Getting kills all over the map so far. Yeah, D-Stone's not going into that damage, so what's his objective here up against Somnus? Like you said, you get drained. The lane feels like it's almost impossible. Shackle now onto the Phantom
Bottom
Lancer. They're
also.
going bottom on a flyby. Doppelganger to try and run, but the double edge is there for Yang to get the kill on a God King. While that's happening, Red Panda kills off flyby. Kills all over the map, and they are dominating RNG right now.
Super aggressive moves from Elephant. Like they're getting multiple kills on the side lanes. The mid lane is also going well. Already 2k gold lead. RNG still needs to put a point in the. Oh my god, the bottom. It's a level 2
damage
Astral.
on Red Panda.
And he has enough money to buy actually Boots of Speed on Elder Titan, so he can run them down. We'll go for Boots of Speed, trying to steal the rune, but won't be able to do so. It's just not enough. It's a lot of mana wasted. Like he used his full combo there, will not get anything. FY on the top lane, they get another one.
Yeah, this lane was really popular. It was also very popular around the time when you were seeing a lot of Centaur Rubik. Some teams were switching it up and going into the Centaur Shadow Shaman. You've got the Shackle Hoof Stomp combo with the double edge. Shadow Shaman's second highest base damage in the game. It's a lane that hurts. It's a lane that you really need to be careful in. And, well, Super's died a couple times, and they also got a kill on a God King, so it's not looking good right now. Shackle again. Double edge is quite a bit of damage. They'll have the Hoof Stomp to follow it up. He's dead. I mean, they've got so much damage coming out, and God King can't get anything done.
Once he gets that Vanguard online, like he's just good to go. They can't kill him anymore. Might be able to bring some extra regen. FY on Shaman, he has 4 minutes mana boots plus a stick. So that's gonna be a lot of harassment coming out from these two heroes. He went for 2-0-2 build, so they have a lot of lockdown. You know, and Disruptor, he's not the strongest laner.
And if he's not there, he's not able to stop you holding those shackles. Like it's level 2 in the Ether Shock as well, so they're just looking for that big damage bump on the God King, and it's worked twice. He's really going to struggle in this lane. I say he's really going to struggle.
He's already struggling. Yeah.
It's like when your Pokemon's out of PP on his moves, all he's got to do is struggle. And that hurts yourself. So I don't know if he's going to really do well in this lane.
Man, I miss playing Pokemons. I played Shield. That was the last game that I played. Bottom, Red Panda. Going in with some aggressive moves.
He's hitting for an extra 117, so when you get to hit for 177, it feels quite nice to throw those right clicks out when you can.
Vanguard done, full HP Centaur, 1400 HP. Like, he also decided to not go in any points to retaliate in this game. I kind of like that because he understands, like, we can just burst them down. Shadow Shaman can control them. Somnus picking up the water. I think he actually denied the other water rune.
Also, FY's gonna be 6 so fast. He's already level 5. Like, both the supports on RNG are 3. Get quick Serpent Wards and push these towers. God King's map's gonna shrink very quickly.
These stones, he's okay. Sven using ulti just to clear the creep wave. I thought he was gonna go in, you know, I hear the sound. But to go back to the mid lane, Invoker, like he has Urn of Shadows. You need to be active. Like one bad rotation with the Quasvex Invoker, you don't get anything done. You lose so much. Like you lose much more than the other heroes because you need that Urn charge. You need to be able to get the kill. Otherwise, like you have no ways of flash farming. This hero Quasvex Invoker, especially if you look at the CS board, Razor has 26 denies, 42 CS, while Invoker is sitting at 23 and 3.
Yang just outputting so much damage on a God King. Like you said, once he's got this Vanguard, he doesn't quite care. He was diving under the tier 1 tower to get that whole movement started. God King salving up, and that gold getting spent on regen.
Every single time he gets close, he will get the double edge in his face.
So level ahead of God King in the moment. Centaur going to go for those boots, and then we should, or could potentially see the hood. Maybe he'll finish the Crimson first.
There's no need. Like Crimson, for a bit later stages of the game, they managed to shut down PL, so no need to double down. Yeah. Just getting a hood would be much better. Even a Blink Dagger sounds fine. Maybe a Cloak. We'll see what he decides to go for. He's extremely farmed right now, so I think he can afford to get a hood and then get a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, these 3 cores on the side of Elephant are very high up and very far ahead of the rest. They're going to push this top tier 1 tower. Somna's coming in. They've also got the Shadow Shaman of F1. The scan is going to spot Super for a moment, and they should get an inkling of a feeling of where he's at, but they just don't dive in too far. Two-man stun. They've got the Spike Carapace as well as the Impel, but the Sleep lands on it too. They should have the damage to get the kill here on a flyby, but he drops down the wall, so he's slowed up enough where don't kill off the Darkseer.
That was such nicely executed from Elephant, but the wall kind of stops it, and they're putting the pressure on the top tower. It's gonna drop. Centaur 2 points and retaliate, plus a Vanguard. Like, he can just deal damage to tower and not receive any kind of damage. You can't play around this hero. They have a Stampede ready in 50 seconds, so they can start playing a bit more aggressive. Sven in the jungle has that Mask of Madness done.
Disruptor very good. Up top. That's why he's on a killing spree.
5k gold lead for 10 minutes. Like, this is just a complete disaster for RNG.
You talk about perfect scenarios happening in your head when, like, you're looking at the draft, you're like, if all this goes right, they could be up so much. This is like, they've executed it. They've executed the perfect first 10 minutes right now. I really don't think it could have been much better. They could take this tier 1 mid. They have Serpent Wards to work with. Somnus can push it in. Back up for the 10-minute rune.
He's trying to stack one more time for Sven, and then he can collapse on a mid lane with the Mass Serpent Wards, with the Siege unit. Didn't manage to get that off. A bit too late.
The little Black Dragon there just bumped up against another creep and didn't get out in time.
Hood already done. Hood, Vanguard, Boots, Magic Wand, 10 minutes. Plus, you know, of course, Gaben wants to bless you when you're having a good time, so he gives him a chipped West on top of that.
Hey, are you having a perfect game right now? Let's make that a little bit better. Take this chip vest. God. Super is level 6 now, though. We're trying to get the Nyx Assassin to 6 as well. So Super does have that Static Storm to work with. We'll see if that ends up changing anything. It really can be nice with the vacuum combination, like you said.
They need to do something. They have level 6 on Disruptor. They need to make stuff happen. Nyx Assassin also has Vendetta. What I can do that? Yeah, this is the classic move. Darkseer plus Nyx Assassin. He uses a shield, potentially Surge, and now Nyx Assassin is
for Dire's
scouting things out. They have one Sentry Ward on the mid, so potentially they could see him. I don't think they can kill Yang, though. Like, Yang is a bit too tanky.
Tower is under attack.
He knows he just got tapped there.
Fortified their structures against attack. There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
Gonna get this tier 1 tower mid with no contest from RNG. Is normal punch
Dire's
good
middle
yet?
tower
Is
has
that a shard
fallen.
worth getting any?
Radiant should
Is
look
there gonna
to
be a
their
point where it
bottom
gets good
tower.
enough to pick up?
It got buffed. I think it's viable, not the
Radiant's
best
bottom
one,
tower is
but
in danger.
in some situations it's okay. Like, you still will prioritize getting the other items. Like, Aghanim Scepter is really good. Getting the potentially Hood for your own team, Mech / Guardian Greaves is pretty much always going to have higher priority.
So Yang going for that blink dagger. He's halfway to it. You've got the Echo Saber finished on Sven, who's 45 seconds out of having God Strength back up again. And you can see they're just invading the jungle, trying to slow down God King's game, and they're achieving that. He's going for the Diffusal Blade first, but it's still a ways out, and you're up 7,000 gold. God. So much already.
They didn't get the single kill this game. Like if you see 0, then you're kind of worried. What's going on? Come on, guys, we just need 1 kill. They smoke another try from RNG to make stuff happen, but they can't kill. Liang is too tanky. He pops that hood, level 4 retaliate. They're just gonna kill themselves if they keep hitting him with the chipped west and retaliate.
Yang's the one frontlining right now.
Radiant's bottom
Sees that
tower
courier
is in
going over
danger.
to fly by, and he'll just take the shot away, or at least try to. They catch flyby, they should be able to sweep him up and hit him with the Storm Hammer right into the wall. They don't care. Eurus doesn't care about the illusion, and now we'll go after the tier 1 bottom. They spot God King. Plasma Field goes out. They've got the Stampede. They're right on top of God King. They land the stun. Spike Carapace isn't going to be able to stop them. Super. He's got a Static Storm to work with. Now he gets slapped, and he'll just die to the double edge. He doesn't even get to throw it down. They use the wall, they back up, and they continue to die one by one. 10-0 Elephant.
Not bad from Elephant at all. Like, also Nyx Assassin doesn't like to play in any kind of hexes. He didn't like to play into Beastmaster, scouting him out in the previous patch with the Necro units. Like, you use Carapace, you get hexed, completely ignored, or like you get hexed before, and then they just manage to burst you down.
So 14 minutes in, still yet to get a kill here for RNG. They're gonna put something together. If we could, when the time comes, you know, pick up that Spirit Vessel, look at the Diffusal, the timing start to come out a little bit. If that's gonna be
Looking at the scoreboard, D Stones is the only one who's not feeding. He's 0-0-0. Rest of the team, you know, they have a couple of deaths.
that.
Other guys should play like D-Stones.
Dire's bottom tower
So
is
Spirit Vessel
under
done,
attack.
unfortunately, with the 0 kills on the board. That means you don't have any charges. Yeah, he just needs
Dire's bottom
100,
tower is in danger.
300 actually gold to finish it off.
And then have no charges on it.
Yeah, it's like not having an item. This item just gives you a bit of tank in it, that's all.
It's like purchasing something you can't touch.
It's like buying a TV without having electricity, pretty much.
Yeah. The value's there. Gotta be able to turn it on. The lead extending. You know, you've of course got Sven who's about to, not about, but he's getting towards that BKB. Super very dead. Yang getting an easy kill there. They're searching. They want to kill God King. Slow down that Diffusal Blade even more. They don't quite catch him as he doppelgangers away and then TPs towards bottom. But Elephant taking over the jungle, and they've been taking over this jungle since like minute 8.
They really showed Yang there. You know, you don't fool around with us. We're gonna burn your mana, not take any of your HP, but mana
Dire
will be
should
burned.
look to their top
400
tower.
mana, got
Dire structures
2,000
are
HP.
fortified.
Still there.
You can keep it. Courier coming over. Felix in the Vendetta right now,
Bottom
but
tower
nobody is
under
with
attack.
him. They're TPing towards mid. They might
Dire's
even want to go on
top
a
tower
flyby.
is no more.
Bring Somnus over, and they will take that top tier 2.
Radiant have
They can
fortified their
secure the
structures
outpost
against
as well.
attack. Radiant's
Not
bottom
sure Dire will
tower
get
is
this back
under
before
attack.
the 20-minute mark.
When we're talking about Nyx Assassin, like he,
Radiant's bottom tower
in
is
theory,
in danger.
against their heroes should have a
Radiant's
decent
bottom
time, can
tower has
set up
fallen.
things off
Dire's
Sven's
top
Cleave,
tower
can set up
is
things off
under
Razor
attack.
spells easily. He
Retaliate.
can, retaliate. You hit him from Vendetta, but you use the Carapace before, and then you just stun on a Centaur. In theory, that's why, you know, Dota is such a complicated game. As we see, 11-0, 10k gold lead for Elephant. I mean, it's a rough one. Not much to say for
Radiant's
RNG.
bottom
Trying to
tower
think of
is
a
in
way
danger.
how they make a comeback. I'm out of ideas at the moment. Like, even with this diffusal, like, what's their timing? They need to execute the combo. Darkseer has Aghanim Scepter, so that's a big item. But let's see what they can do.
And it gets broken immediately. Spike Carapace comes out. All right,
This might be the first kill.
Blink into the hook. Thought they've got themselves a Static Storm down. Can they get the first kill? Ooh, Serpent Wards. They surround Flyby. Still in the Static Storm. Earth's going to come through. They get a kill on a Somnus. And then they get one on Fly. They have upped their kill count by an infinite amount, as they might even get themselves a third. Doppelganger, Red Panda in some trouble, trying to get the sweep off. Lands in on the Nyx Assassin. Yang, he's tanky, but is he tanky enough? Doesn't look like it. That is a first BKB charge used by Eurus to just run.
Middle tower.
God King all of a sudden gets a double kill, and they get 4 kills in that exchange.
Well, Elephant maybe, you know, thought that they can't deal damage to them. Unfortunately, Sven did not have ulti there, so we're gonna see that one again. Nyx Assassin, as I said, you know, it's easy to set things up on Razor, and the Diffuse Blade on PL, he actually deals the damage.
It looked okay from RNG.
Yeah, they just got like 4 kills. I think Elephant will slow it down a bit, respect the Darkseer wall, respect the vacuum, the combo, the ion shells. So maybe they won't take another fight until Razor has a BKB. So they will have 2 BKBs online, and they will also have Sven. Sven is the damage dealer in this game.
Not enough damage dealt in that one. Sven getting harassed a little bit. Going into the Daedalus now. So really looking to ramp up that damage. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go Roche either.
They could potentially, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Radiant's
BKBs on all 3
bottom tower
cores.
is under attack.
Still postured through mid.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Playing pretty far forward while we've got Yang, who is just up top. He TPs down towards bottom to continue farming the BKB, meaning Somnus will take over this farm. Like you said, he's trying to get into a BKB, and he's 1,400 gold away from having it.
Another smoke from RNG. They want to take this fight. Like, they executed it nicely. It wasn't the perfect combo. And Nyx Assassin, yeah, look at him.
Yeah,
he's going to set things up with the Carapace.
Yeah, with the Vendetta, Spike Carapace, rock on the Retaliate, stuns him up. They've got the Static Storm, God King getting the kill on the Yang. And now he's on a killing spree. All of a sudden, things looking a lot better for RNG. They're still down a lot in terms of net worth, but they can fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Man, Elephant is starting to
Radiant
respect them.
structures are
You know,
fortified.
they're just gonna give up on this tower, it feels like. No Centaur, that means no Stampede, no
Radiant
form of
should look to
initiation.
their middle tower. Radiant's middle tower is no more.
Force Staff picked up for D-Stones.
Double damage.
He wants to go Lincoln. Spirit Vessel, Force Staff, pushes it to the BKB. Okay.
A bit of utility. You know, he still deals damage, very annoying with the Spirit Vessel once the BKBs are down. Force Staff, a bit of utility. Great against Razor, great against Sven, whoever they decide to focus.
Eurus also goes off the Daedalus and goes Blink. Now Sanjinyasha. Had a couple things queued up and still trying to figure out which one he wants.
He found the budget Daedalus. Imp Claw is kind of okay-ish. You know, it's not the real Daedalus, but at least he has a crit, which works nicely on Sven.
So, Vision was down. It does spot Eurus, opening up a lot of space right now for God King, who's kind of brought his way back into this, and he's going into the shard.
Yeah, coin.
Gold for my
He's 2,000 net worth behind Sven in this game, but he is catching up. You know, he has a bit of status resistance, which is great against all these stuns that they have, hexes and everything. So, as I said, they're just waiting for a BKB. On Razor, also Centaur, like he wants to get a BKB.
Centaur has the
scanning for
Ogre Axe of his
enemies.
BKB. Razor's got that BKB delivered. They've got the Blink Dagger on FY, so they're starting to really get these items together that might really put them in a confident position to start trying to fight here. Deep Observer Ward. That just spotted FY. I like that spot.
They want to push out the lane, smoke up, and try to go for a fight with their freshly bought BKBs. Like, everyone just wants to get a BKB on Elephant, pretty much. Eventually, if this game goes on, they will have 5 BKBs on their heroes. Dire, they're using a scan. It connects on Somnus. So they know something is up. That's the deep observer ward that you talked about. Scouted a couple of rotations. So they know something is cooking. Look at the positioning. Flyby, sitting in the trees, and Warren just playing the top part of the map.
Yeah, while Elephants sit here bottom and get nothing.
Like, this game went from, wow, Elephant is just untouchable, to this game's pretty close, even though it's a 6k gold lead at the moment. But we have not seen Sven going in, full damage potential from the God Strength and the BKB.
He's also going for the shard, so he wants that dispel.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one. Being able to dispel the Iron Shell, dispel that surge as well, so the chase potential will be there.
Static Storm used on the Elder Titan. That's going to be a kill here on Red Panda.
Unbelievable!
Gets killed off pretty easily. And in death, he'll pick up that Solar Crest. It's a Static Storm that's used for the Elder Titan, maybe giving opportunity to Elephant to want to fight. Static Storm's a big part of the team fight here for RNG, and it might give an opportunity for Elephant to take advantage now that it's on cooldown.
They just want to be annoying on side of RNG. Look at what they're building. Phantom Lancer just bought a shard going into Etherlands. It's a popular build. So you have a cast range on your Spirit Lance, you deal well with the Shaman, deal well with the supports first, and then you can stay further away from the fight, because the Illusion deals 80% of the damage.
So?
Like, their overtime is insane with the Iron Shell, Spirit Vessel, and everything. Like, they still have one big combo that if they execute well on side of RNG, they could potentially delete 2 heroes.
Right.
But their lineup is also very, very, very good at just resetting, going in and out multiple times with the Surge, with the Glimpses, resetting again with the Doppelganger from the Phantom Lancer, Tornado.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The split is 7k. But you look at the cores, it's not that massive of a difference. Like, yeah, it's 2k between the Phantom Lancer and the Sven. But elsewhere, it's really closing up. The big differences are the supports. Like, you got about 1,200 between every hero, but that's it's not like
it's not that big of a difference. You know, it's just like half an item, 1,000 gold on every single hero. That's not that much at this point.
yeah.
So this is another BKB. Centaur just finished his.
So going for Shard, you've got the Solar Crest on Red Panda. That might lead them towards Roche. Bringing this creep wave over, and they're going to Sunstrike immediately into the pit, so they know that this is going on. There's a lot of team fight potential here for RNG to go after this. I don't think that they should be just giving it up. However, they're not making a move towards the pit at all.
This is going to be a freebie one. They used the Sven ulti, they use Shaman ulti, so they will not be able to take a fight for another minute and a half, 2 minutes.
I'm a little surprised that they just let that go. It seems like a very doable fight. That's
Their
for sure.
heroes are very good at fighting inside the pit, but I guess they are respecting the BKBs. Their combo is really not good against
Dire's
BKBs,
middle tower
so
is under
they're
attack.
just gonna let it go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Right.
So Shard there for the Sven. You've got Shivas and Shard being built by Somnus. A lot of Shards. I haven't really seen a game in a while have this many. Feels like there's like 1 or 2
Radiant are
heroes
scanning
currently
for enemies.
per game, but now people are just grabbing the Shards. They've got Disruptor with his Shard.
There's not gonna be Invoker Shard. Like, that Chaos Meteor is...
It's okay. You know,
It's,
a
you
lower
know,
tier.
it's something.
2 more meteors, you know?
The good thing is it reduces the cooldown by 15 seconds, so you might use 2 meteors.
I will say, flyby. Everybody else is doing it. Getting shards. Just want to see a little normal punch.
Is a great conductor.
Eventually, well, we're gonna see it.
Could you imagine a superhero just flies up
Dire's
to you
bottom
and
tower is
Just
under
punches me
attack.
for no reason.
he goes up to the villain. He's just like, I'm gonna hit you with a normal punch. It's like,
Yeah, that's
Okay,
2 out of
so-
5.
I'm not scared.
Mid lane, Yang.
BKB. And the
Radiant's top
Stampede
tower is under attack.
does escape. Stormhammer coming through. Tornado for the BKB.
A
They
good
force
force.
staff him back. So BKBs get spent on Elephant. Pretty big. Get those timers down.
At this point, when you have Darkseer on your team, Nyx Assassin as a disruptor, unfortunately he did not find Philly, no Philosopher's Stone for him,
Dire's
but
bottom
I think
tower
you
is
should
under
try
attack.
to farm up
Dire's
Aghanim Scepter,
structures
because
are
it's a game
fortified.
changer. Eventually, if this game goes on for another 20-25 minutes, you will have an item. Right now, Super is super underfarmed. No real items, just Tranquil Boots at the moment, pretty much.
4K net worth. Tranquil Boots, he's also got Shard. That's where a lot of his gold went.
Yeah, that's why he has 4K, you know, but I would definitely love to see Aghanim Scepter on him.
Oh, for sure. He's going Crest in it. I like Crest.
Solar
I'd also
Crest
love to see Axe.
pretty much is the best item, but in this situation, in this patch, you know, Solar Crest got buffed. You can pretty much buy it on any hero, but I would love to see if he can farm it. Maybe they give him a farm priority, one of the lanes. Like, it's a game, it's one of the best Aghanim Scepter upgrades in the game.
So Eurus going back for the Daedalus. He's got the Crystallis in his backpack. At least for now, he's got it in his backpack. He's already got the Paladin's sword, so he doesn't want to hold on to that at all on this Phantom Lancer. He's going into the Octarine Core. Not too far off of it either.
Just lowering the cooldown on a Spirit Lance is just going to be so annoying. It also makes you and the illusions tanky. You have status resistance coming out from S and Y.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
with the Spirit
attack.
Lance cooldown, like there's a lot of synergy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So this game started 12-0, then went 12-4. Now it's gone to 12-6. Elephant really haven't gotten
Radiant's
much
bottom
in terms of
tower is
kills
under
recently, but they
attack.
are extending their net worth lead. It is 9K. Was 6K at some point, so they are farming well enough where they're bulking up that lead. Fight now has that shard. He was going for the BKB, went back to get shard. Now going back into the BKB. Heart being built for the Centaur. Shard almost enough gold there for Somnus to pick that up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Upgrading
attack.
that Storm Surge.
Radiant structures are fortified.
See how this goes. As the Aegis expires and they don't take a fight with it.
Radiant's
Octarine
bottom
done on
tower
PL.
is no more.
Like they want to take this fight. The Phantom
That's
Lancer will
exact.
also hit the level 20 in a second.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
And he's about to hit that 20, spends at 21. You do have Somnus at level 20. He's got that minus 0.1 Eye of the Storm Strike interval. Rip Panda's pretty low in so is Super. Who's actually ahead of him. Surprisingly enough, both supports have more experience on RNG.
Because all these kills are pretty much from the laning stage. You don't get that much XP anyway.
Right.
And then they took 2 good fights. This is where the XP comes from. Soon Daedal is done on Sven. Both of these teams, they don't want to take fights. They feel like, you know, we need that one extra item. You could see aggression from Elephant in the first 10-15 minutes. They lost one fight. Suddenly, they just stopped playing the game.
Yeah, it was Elephant who felt very confident. We're moving forward the entirety of the first 20 minutes. You lose one fight, back into the shell. Hide out for a little bit. And this hiding out seems to be benefiting, I would say, RNG to get these next big items. We saw that they could fight, and they were pretty close to really turning the game around. But just off that one fight and a couple pickups, it just wasn't enough to get it back to even. But there is certainly potential there right now for RNG, despite the fact that they're down 10k, and they are going to smoke. They're going to walk right into RNG. I believe the smoke got broken on the Razor. They have the Hex, they have the Stormhammer, they've shackled up the Nyx Assassin. They'll get the kill on the Felix. And they're looking to go. BKB gets hot, super on the run.
Of my home.
You may have glimpsed him, but with BKB, they don't quite care. They're going to chase you down and get the kill. They'll look over to get the tier 2. Tornado EMP, Stormhammer again to try and deal with these illusions. You see the Spirit Lance just being constantly thrown out.
They have 1, 2, 3 heroes with the mana burn. EMP, mana burn from Nyx Assassin, and Diffusal Blade from Phantom Lancer.
Dire's middle tower is no more.
For Elephant, BKB doesn't cost you any mana.
Gold for my form.
Right now, where I think RNG can, still take this game. Like, if they take one good fight, a prolonged team fight, they just need to be able to kite them. Also, I see them building Eon Disc. It's really not that good against Sven. It's gonna keep you alive. Sven can be everywhere on the map.
Yours.
No Basher. There's gonna be Cataclysm, but not enough damage. Because Sven has that shard, the Dispel mechanic, and reduces the cooldown by 4 seconds, so 8-second cooldown on a Stormhammer.
Haste.
This is a long time to wait for Roche, 2 minutes, but RNG, they're postured forward. They are pushing Elephant back. Pop his BKB and run away. Doesn't have it available for 50 more seconds, so I don't think Eurus is going head-to-head with RNG anytime soon, or at least doesn't want to. They need to be careful. Somnus and FY are kind of in precarious positions. BKB, there's the Hex as well as the Serpent Ward's down. Somnus, though, getting chased by God King, who will start to retreat off this. They'll go to the Stampede. They're going to try and catch up to this team. They'll blink away on Flyby. They'll send on the Chaos Meteor.
Zoning Meteor.
Yang going in. Hit with that spike carapace, they'll throw the Stormhammer out as well as the host stop out of Felix. They'll get the kill with the Nyx Assassin, but that's it. And now they want to turn this around. They throw down the wall, they bump back on the Nyx Assassin, they'll throw the Stormhammer out on the Darkseer, but they get the kill on Red Panda, and now they're looking to really get into the face of Elephant. They turned around for a moment, and you can see that they wanted to commit. They don't have the BKB available on Yang, so they've glimpsed him into this kinetic field, and they will get the kill, taking out a second. They bump back on Red Panda. The only thing that's the silver lining there for Elephant is the fact that Roche isn't up for another 66 seconds. But if it was, RNG could head right back to Roche, get themselves the Aegis Cheese as well as the Axe Shard. Ooh, they find them again. They're going to go for this. And now with the BKB pop by Eurus, he'll try to stand his ground and fight. But F1 gets caught with the gold, so getting the kill out of this Shaman. Oh, good combo. Static Storm with the kill field. It's all there for RNG. They get a kill on Eurus. He's dead for 90-0. Buyback the walkover. The Razor taking out Somnus, triple kill over God King. And it is all RNG. What was once a 12k lead, it's now just 5, and I expect it to be even within the next minute.
That's why I said, I'm feeling RNG. I feel like they could take this one. All they need to do is reset, and they have so many resetting tools. Like, you could see the zoning meter, kind of zoning wall as well. They have Tornado, anything from Disruptor. Like, you can just glimpse people back. If the BKBs are down, they don't win this game. Like Elephant, they need to go in and delete 1 or 2 heroes and then keep chasing. If they don't get a kill during the BKBs, like, they're just gonna lose out this game.
Is no more.
All of a
Radiant's
sudden,
middle
12k
barracks
to
has fallen.
2k, and they're getting back up. They have Roche as an opportunity here. There's still no spam for 30 seconds, no Razor for 38. They didn't buy back on the high ground siege, so you expect that they don't have buyback or they're not wanting to use it. You go into Roche, you get yourself Aegis cheese,
Plus
and
a
then
shard.
Go again. Plus a shard.
I'm wondering who they're gonna give a shard to. Like Nick's Assassin could be the one, but the normal punch. Come on, I want to see the normal punch. Let's go.
Has fallen to the dire.
Did we get it?
He's the one holding the cheese. No, unfortunately, Invoker picked it up. Disappointed, you know, 3 meters against normal punch.
One punch or 3 chaos meteors. What would you take?
Maybe if it was called like superior punch, people would pick it up more.
Yeah. Normal
Knockout
just
punch,
doesn't
like
see-
normal punch is just nothing. Like I don't want to
Knockout
buy, I don't want to spend the gold. Like you don't even have to spend the gold. Roshan drops one, no one wants to pick it up. Like they don't give it to him. The team, like I'm pretty sure he was like, guys, trust me, you know, give me this
Give me
free
a normal
item. It could be
punch."
really cool. I'll show it to you. They're like, nah, bro, we're good.
Man, disappointing. The opportunity was there because he's not going to buy one on his. I don't think. Oh no, wait. He's not going to buy one on his own. I don't think. Says guy who regrets saying that as he did buy one
While it was flying.
While it was
Well,
flying,
sometimes B-Cup check things before you say. Like this is experience before you say something stupid. I mean, I'm not the one who also doesn't do that, but yeah, we have normal
Radiant's middle
punch.
barracks are under attack.
I didn't see it on his courier or his quick buy. But now he's got the normal punch. Give him the aura.
Phantom Lancer building into Basher, so that's gonna have they're gonna have another way of dealing with the BKBs. This Phantom Lancer is just so powerful. They don't have any MKBs. They don't have anything that goes through evasion. Like, yeah, you have like
Radiant's top
Maelstrom
tower is
on
under
Razor,
attack.
but Phantom Lancer could just easily go in and out of the fights with the Doppelganger, getting closer to level 25 as well.
A lucky find.
25 is going to be
Top
devastating.
tower is
You almost
no
have
more.
25 on Eurus. He's going into the Satanic.
Radiant's top
Might
tower
help
is
him.
under attack.
I don't think Satanic is the option here. I think you like need to get Divine Rapier or you need to get
Radiant's top
MKB to
tower
deal with
has
the evasion.
fallen.
Because like
Dire's
right now,
bottom
yeah, you
tower
are
is under
tanky, but
attack.
you need to be
they
able to
slapped
burn
him.
people down.
They've got the stun as well as the Sword Hammer. They're going to go with the BKB as well as the God Strike. Can they get the kill with the Hex? There it is. Aegis gone. These BKBs, they're not that long. They're going to eat the cheese on T-Stones. They'll throw down the triple meteors. That's going to come through, but it's not going to hit on many of the seals. Look at the corner right panel. They look over. They take out T-Stones. This Invoker is going to be gone for 70 seconds on the static throw down. They'll look over and
Double
by
kill.
kick and the normal punch off. They end up killing off God King. They take out this Phantom Lancer. Same time 3 going the way of Somnus. They go after Flyby for some more field stun to Eurus, and there's the normal punch, and it does feel like a normal punch.
I will
Not
see
really.
you in the
Wow,
underskin.
man, this execution from Elephant, like they go in, they get a Hex on Phantom Lancer. I'm just thinking because buyback will be online back in 40 seconds. I'm gonna go